Okay, folks, it's time for a new project. I've been wanting to buy one, but I don't care much for the prices of them, so I decided I'm just going to make one. Picked me up a couple of pieces of light gauge tube steel here, and what I'm going to be building is a Benchrest for sighting in my rifles. And in old Chevy 4x4 fashion, there's my blueprint. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and we'll see how this thing turns out. Alrighty then. Now that we got a pile of parts, I think it's time to start tacking some stuff together here. Then it'll start probably looking like something. Okay, here's my basic mock-up. Let me get some of this debris out of the way here. Yeah, it's pinched down pretty tight. Getting just a little bit of metal warpage, but don't really care about that. I'm not that picky when I'm building it for myself. Plus, this is the first model. Let's see, overall size. Here's a comparison. This is old Ruger 1022 stock. I haven't decided yet. This end here may be a little too high. I'm not sure because you are going to have a lot of pad up here on this end, and I'm going to make it where you actually put your shoulder up against this right here. So the stock will actually follow through as opposed to being locked into place. Anyway, I got some more welding up to do on here. As you can see, I'm gusseting that end. I got a whole series of gussets going on here. I have one hole drilled through there already, which I'll weld a nut on there. This will be my rear elevation adjustment. And then I'm also going to have one over here and one over here, which will be my leveling bolts. Okay, well, instead of talking and doing this, I'm going to get back at it and get some more of this stuff welded up. I believe this is going to be the end of part one. The reason for that is I want to get some large wing nuts for these front adjustments. I added an extra nut as a lock nut, but in order to change your elevation, I think it needs some sort of wing nut on there, and then you can, once you get your front set, you can lock that down. I'm either going to make or see if I can buy something that will fit up here or here on the back, because it would be nice if you were to say you got this set nice and level, you're up here getting ready to shoot. It'd be nice if you had something big enough that you could just sit here and zero it in right on the target. So I think this is going to be the end of part one, just for that fact that I do want to get this uploaded, and I also need to find out what I'm going to use as a front pad. That will determine the size of what I put up here. And I also need to measure most of my rifles, come up with a common size for back here, and what I'm going to use for pad to nest it in there. So anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for part two.